Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel, back with another video. And I wanted to go ahead and talk about this. This really is interesting news from Ringside News. The link will be in the comments section down below. It's detailing a possible WWE return for one Carlito, better remembered as Carlito Caribbean Cool. And we saw him return briefly for one night a while ago, and now there is possible news regarding a eventual return to WWE. Basically, it states PWI Insider has released a new report shedding light on Carlito's current status with WWE. Initially expected to make a comeback last week, the wrestler was noticeably absent backstage during SmackDown. However, sources revealed that Carlito had traveled to the same region as WWE over the weekend and was sighted in Pittsburgh on Sunday, where the WWE medical team is primarily located. And let's see, the decision to exclude Carlito on his SmackDown episode, same SmackDown episode, was reportedly influenced by the Bloodline's prominent storyline, which would have overshadowed his comeback. And while he was not backstage, a Madison Square Garden for SmackDown, company sources confirmed that he was traveled to the Northeast, for the company that weekend. And, you know, say what you will, when he returned briefly for one night in WWE a while ago in Puerto Rico, the fan response was absolutely epic when he came out to the ring. Like, he was getting cheered, and he was really somebody that the company had brought back for WWE's potential grounds in Puerto Rico. But at the same time, Carlito was one of the best heels going back to 2005, 2004. He had many memorable matches with such names as John Cena. He got drafted to Raw. He had an alliance with the Masterpiece, Chris Masters. He was part of SmackDown versus Raw brand showdown, if you will, at Survivor Series. And, you know, that was really something in itself. It showed that Carlito was already gaining momentum as one of the best heels in the company. And the guy could really wrestle. The guy could, you know, take to the air. He can brawl. He can wrestle. He can do high-flying moves. Sadly, however, what got him released was he had a sad drug issue. And that was one factor that played a part in him potentially disappearing from the wrestling industry. Carlito is somebody that really was just another reminder that there are people out there with demons, and sometimes they can come back to haunt a person. You know, you look at Jeff Hardy, you look at some of the other names that had their problems come up and then they had to leave and go get help, or they just left wrestling altogether only to come back a long time later. I think I liked Carlito because he had charisma. He could wrestle. He was somebody that really was intriguing. I mean, you look at his appearance where he had the Cabana talk show that he had, and he just had a certain style about him. And it was just really awesome. Like, say what you will, whether he was a heel or a face, he had his trademark apple. He would bite into it and spit at people. You know, he'd always use the catchphrase, "Now that's cool." That was really just everything he had in that whole gimmick was just something that got over very well with the fans. I mean, say what you will. The guy has talent. And if he does come back to WWE for a full-time basis, it would be great to have him back, because he did prove he can still go in the ring. He is somebody that I really do believe WWE, if they had found him the right help, then maybe he could have stayed with the company sooner and not had the issues he did. And this was something really that would be a factor in his wrestling career. I mean, the guy was having some troubles, no doubt about it. But I will say this, I mean, if he does return, he will really be a major asset to the company. The guy can still wrestle. He looked like he was in great shape. He could still go in the ring. It's great to see that he's looking better and that he's not going down the dark path that he once did. And I think that's really a good thing for him. And let's hope if he does return, that he'll have a better run than he did the first time around. But no matter what happens, no matter what this guy does, you know it's going to be cool. And that is all I'm going to say about that. So with that being said, guys, tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you later.